Hi everyone. Today I want to explore image generation with Adobe Firefly. While there are many image generation solutions available, I want to highlight Adobe as it offers some pretty cool new features that will support your marketing efforts. Let me start by saying that I find AI-based image generators hard to use, at least to use well. It's not that it's technically hard to generate an image, it's that the best AI-generated images require incredibly detailed prompts that illustrate a scene in words, and that is just not my skill set. I typically use simple words that describe what I'm looking for, like woman on a computer in a cafe. And while I will get an image, it is often not what I'm looking for. No doubt, this is a human problem, and that human is me, but the fact remains that it is hard to generate an image that aligns with my vision, or more importantly, a brand aesthetic I may be going for. This is why I wanted to highlight some of the new features in Adobe Firefly. To start with, if you don't know Firefly, it is an AI image generator that takes a prompt as an input and generates an image as an output. It is included in many Adobe license plans, so it's very possible that you or your team already has access. In many ways, it is similar to other image generators out there, but it offers some features that make it easier to create on-brand images, which is important for marketing teams. You can generate images in Firefly as you can with other tools, with a text prompt. But like other tools, it is generally hard to have a single input match a brand aesthetic or guidelines you're looking for. This is where Firefly excels. It offers ways to bring creative control to your generated images, accelerating the process of creating images in line with your guidelines or vision. Firefly does this with two capabilities: structure reference and style reference. Structure reference is the ability to generate an image that matches the composition of another image by focusing on how the visual elements and subjects are arranged within the frame. Style reference provides the ability to generate an image that has a consistent look and feel to another image. While both empower marketers to control image outputs better than before, style reference does allow you to create more on-branded images to use with your work. Let's take a look. Here is Adobe Firefly. You can see the standard text field where you can input your prompt. Let's input a simple prompt: woman at a computer in a cafe. As you'll see, we get a relatively generic photo. So let's see what we can do with this. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to speed some things up and share stills so that we can focus on what matters and ignore the image generation time. Okay, so let's start by uploading a structure reference file. This will generate images that attempt to match the overall composition of the file. We will use the strength slider to control the amount of adherence to the structure reference file when generating the image. Let's start on full strength. You will see the new images keep the style of the initial images, but it brings in the arrangement of the reference image. Now, let's remove the structure reference file and upload the same image as a style reference file, which generates an image that has a consistent look and feel of that file. We'll use the visual intensity slider to modify the intensity of the photo's visual attributes and the strength slider to adjust how closely the generated image variations should align with the style reference image. Let's start on full strength. We can now play with the sliders to change the intensity and alignment to the reference image, and you can see the results. Now, let's add a new structure reference file that has a completely different composition. You will see that since we kept the style reference file the same, the results marry the illustration and color components of the style image and the composition of the structure image. Now, as we change the prompt, the results take on the elements of the previous images in composition and style. And when we remove the structure file, we get images with new visual arrangements, but we still have that same consistent styling. Let's look at a few other examples. First, I'll change the prompt again using the same style file. Next, let's remove the style file and add back that globe photo-esque structure file. The result is a globe-like element in the photo. Again, let's change the prompt with the structure strength at 50% and still no style file. You will see photos with the subject in the middle and the curvature of the buildings, trees in the background. As we increase the strength, the curvature becomes more obvious. Now, let's remove the structure file and make that same photo our style reference on full strength and visual intensity. We lose the globe, but get images that mirror the style of the reference image while also increasing the visual intensity. As we decrease the sliders, the images keep the same overall colors, but lose some of those stylistic elements we saw in the reference image. To end this demo, I will go back to the illustration style image using the same prompt, and we can see the drastic change of our generated images from the photo styling to the previous flat illustration styling. Ultimately, I see a lot of potential with Firefly, especially for marketing teams that spend way too much time searching for stock photos or those that have struggled to create on-brand imagery. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips for using AI.